Although you're doing me, come on.
You're watching America East basketball, presented by Jersey Mike's, as tonight the Maine Black Bears come to McDonough Sports Complex here in Troy, New York, to visit the UAlbany Great Danes. Hi, everybody. Michael Johnson Jr. here with you alongside Brian Mariano. And Brian, two teams that are at the bottom of the standings in the America East, which we'll get to in just a second. For Maine, you're trying to get your third straight win in conference play. For UAlbany, trying to snap a 4-game losing streak.
Yeah, you come off big wins against UMass Lowell and Binghamton if you're Maine. UAlbany's trying to get a little bit of traction here as you get to the second half of conference play.
As we take a look at these America East standings, sponsored by Jersey Mike's. Vermont back at the top, of course, per usual, under John Becker. New Hampshire, Binghamton third, and then there's Maine and UAlbany. You got to go down to a pivotal game in the standings with 8 of the 9 teams making that America East Conference tournament.
You just got to get in, Michael. That's all you got to do is get into that 8 seed and give yourself a chance to go into whoever's going to be the 1 seed to try and get into the NCAA tournament.
And both of these teams, obviously, Brian, have several key players. We'll start with the visiting Maine Black Bears. Coming off an 18-point performance, we have Christian Fearbergs.
Fearbergs, his ability to shoot the ball from the outside will be key in this. He's almost 40% from three-point range, so the ability to shoot the ball inside and outside, you see that almost 53% shooting the ball from the field, will be an important player for the Black Bears tonight.
And then for the Great Danes on the flip side, he's had a couple nice games in a recent stretch. The true freshman played under Brian Fruscio at Albany Academy. Marcus Jackson coming off 15 points on the road at Durham.
Yeah, he's very used to playing here locally and from Amsterdam, and Jackson really starting to find his own as a freshman. And once you get a little bit of confidence, he could really take this team to the next heights.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you take a look at a little bit of the season comparison for both of these schools this season, Brian, for Maine, they come in sitting at 8-12 overall. They're 2-5 in conference play. And also, if you're the Great Danes, you're 6-16, 1-6 overall in the conference. In field goal percentage, does anything jump out here? You know, relatively even when we were prepping before on paper here.
Yeah, I think the three-point shooting is going to be key tonight. The UAlbany's ability to guard the perimeter will be interesting. And then obviously you see the free throw percentage down the stretch. Those last couple minutes being able to knock down free throws to keep the game close.
Yeah, and then obviously, real quick, the keys to the game for both teams. I mean, obviously, this is a Maine team that forces a lot of turnovers via the steal. So for Maine, you want to force turnovers via the steal. UAlbany limit the turnovers. Like you said, 5 of 38 for threes in these last couple games for UAlbany. That's something they have to improve on.